They provide a safe place for youth in danger of aging out of the foster care system. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me now is the co-founder of the House of Providence, Maggie Dunn. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
How big of an issue is that, children who have been in foster care for much of their lives, reaching the age of, I would assume, 18 without ever being adopted?
It's an incredibly large issue nationwide, but in Michigan especially. Michigan is the third worst foster care system in our nation, and the numbers of kids who age out with no system of support is astronomical.
So you say no system of support. Is that actually what happens? You're no longer eligible for foster care? Have a nice day?
Correct. And they offer them something called YVAC, which is youth who have aged out of foster care. It's another program that the governor rather, instituted that goes to age 21. But so often the foster care system has been so horrific for these kids that it's sort of like thanks but no thanks. And so, yeah, they really age out with no system of support and often very little education.
So then exactly what does your organization do, or how do you assist and help?
So we, first we work with the girls who come to us and we work on stabilization, which takes quite a while. And then as they stabilize, we're able to then deinstitutionalize them, and then we're able to reintegrate them into the community in a familial setting that really develops organically through how we meaningfully engage the community to develop mentorship relationships, that kind of thing, and then often those develop into long-term relationships of support so that the girls aren't at risk of aging out anymore, but they can just go right into the family.
And you primarily, or only right now, serve girls, right?
Correct.
In a particular area, or do you serve throughout the state? Or?
We service the entire state of Michigan.
You
yes.
do? Okay.
Yeah.
And I know you have a physical campus, a place where you are able to do that, working on moving that and even expanding your services?
We are. Right now we're in the city of Detroit near Eastern Market, and we find just the chaos of the city is very troublesome for the kids who have such instability and struggle with so many mental health issues and AWOLing and those kind of things. And so we are in the process of purchasing a therapeutic campus that will be much further north in a much more bucolic area, Oxford, Michigan, and it will be roughly 120 acres, and we are expanding to continue servicing girls, but then also service boys and disabled foster youth.
And how do youth find you, or you find youth? Or is this like sort of a referral system that they find you, or how does that all happen?
Yeah, so we do work with DHS. We're licensed by the state of Michigan, but we're contracted through DHS, and they do give us referrals of girls that they feel like are a good fit for our program. And really, our only criteria is that they have to want to be there. And if they want to be there, they don't have to be perfect. They can have horrible days, which we all do, but just that they want to be there.
All right, well, that seems fair. I know you rely on being able to do what you do, and certainly talking about purchasing new property with donations and volunteers, and really only have one big fundraiser a year coming up, actually, on November 13th. Tell me about that.
So that's our Wishes Gala, and each year we do that to fund. It really offsets a lot of the costs for the year. What we do goes far beyond what the state affords us to do for the girls. So many things, athletics, horseback riding, the schooling, everything that we do goes far beyond what the state provides. So this really affords us the ability to give them top-notch care. And so that will be November 13th at the Royal Park Hotel in Rochester.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. If you'd like more information on the gala or on the topic in general, you can visit thehouseofprovidence.org. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Maggie Dunn, the co-founder of the House of Providence.